Is it working? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Maybe because it's auto saving a lot. I don't know. It's a PS4 to PS5. I guess the kick button only happens whenever it's 24 hours. So you're instating it was not my fault. They're tanks, and they're going down like left and right. Oh, we're tanks. Now that Now that right there, you could actually see how bad the game is, guys. How bad Outriders could be, or how bad the whole situation would be. Even if you play like this, okay? And you're playing with a bunch of people, the Outriders, the lag, or the server lag, it continues. It continues and it continues. I would recommend if you're going to try to play with people or multiplayer part of it, just stay away from this game. I'm not saying it's a great game or a perfect game. Just stay away from it. I would say wait until the servers are stable, or just wait until your favorite streamer says, well, it's perfect, but it still should be okay on it. I'm on the PS5, and those guys over there are on the PS4. So, you gotta think about it. The server lag, they're thinking, well, right now, I don't have no lag whatsoever. If I host a game, I'm not gonna have server lag. The other people will have server lag. Just like the same thing as Call of Duty. It's like they depict it on no dedicated servers. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. No, between time, it's going crazy. I'm going to show, like, oh, the horrible flaws of this game. See, it's still a little bit laggy there and there. I want to see something. Let me see what's going on with this game. Okay, now let's see what they're up to. I didn't mute them because, I was just trying to tell these guys. It's going to the flag. What quest? So is it messing up? Is it lagging on you guys? It's Bob's Burgers. It's Louise whenever you get Bob stuck to the toilet. Bob gets stuck to the toilet, and Louise says it's not my fault because they gloop everybody in Bob's Burgers. And then Bob sat on the toilet, got stuck on the toilet because that magazine's coming in and taking a picture of him and gets stuck, and that's what happens. I could tell you every episode, even if every single one of them. I can hear one word and I can tell you what it is. Coasters magazine. Everyone reads Coasters. You can't say that because it makes it more stronger then. The enemy makes it more stronger, the shell part of it. It's like Magic the Gathering. You can't make a card that's more stronger. I cast a spell on this, but I have to use a shield for this. I'm gonna punch someone who ever made a shield for this. You can't do that. Then that's like the same thing. You have to get rid of the stuff that's in the middle that shields you. The enemy has the most potential to kill you or try to kill you. Just like the bubble. stop. Ah. Be right back. The relic's right there. I could see it right now. I didn't even do the mission. It just put me in this mission. It's all the way up here. As soon as you guys kicked me out, I put it back in, and I see it right now. The relic is actually up in the top part of it. Let's talk about this relic.
This alien thingy doesn't seem to be responding anymore.
Well, perhaps you can find more around
Excuse me.
apparition. We might learn the full story.
Maybe I took it from you guys, and then it actually shut the cube on my side, and I had to investigate to hit the button, because that's how bad the game is. Has its flaws. A lot of people hype up this game badly, and that's what happens. Anime? Anime? You get one shot and you're going down? Well, oh well. Let me go see if I can go into someone else's game. See if I can do that. Join a team. Join the story. I want to just see. I want to see how bad the lag is for this guy. If I can crash his game, then there's something wrong. Where'd he go? He just like up and left. It's gonna be worse. It's gonna be more worse than anything else. This game. No, I'm not saying like it's a bad thing. I just think I'm trying to look to see. Couldn't find the relic because the relic was up in the top part, right? He didn't go and touch the cube, right? He put the hands on the cube and then he walked all the way over to the mountainside. And then talked to that guy. The door was right over. Does he need an invite to a party? Because that's another thing I hate about this game. You can't go into a game and talk to people. Can't say hello to people. Can't go straight into a game and then say hello, hello. No, old technology for them, you know. The Division 2, you can go directly in there and say hello to them with the mic. Even before the game loads up. You gotta be in the party so they can record you. Oh, it's sad. Sad. You gotta be in Discord probably because it's Microsoft stuff, something like that. This is a sad game. There's so many things. Yeah, it's a good game to play with your friends if you don't have a laggy server. The multiplayer side's really bad. It could be stable in certain ways, but you know, we never got a chance to even play a game that actually could be. That's why most streamers won't play with the multiplayer people, because the servers are shit. No one will say something. No one will speak up. Even if someone was an ambassador to this game, they won't say shit because why? Is because they got the game for free. I myself would have depended on anything that says this game is shit when it comes down. There's pros and there's cons. The cons are really up there than the pros. Think about it. Even if they gave me this game for free, but I didn't. I would have honestly 100% told them to work on the servers a little bit more, make it stable. Put voice chat in the game. Don't make people go out there and have to make a party. That's stupid. Just like the Discord or this. It's very dumb. When matchmaking with someone, it's basically who's got the better internet, who's got this. It's dependable internet. No, that's not the greatest thing. Then what else is really messed up is the realtor. Okay, the realtor right now is showing me at 8 now for some odd reason. A lot of my items my inventory is getting messed up. There's no save progress. There's nothing like that. When you guys when he kicked me out of the party, it put me into the game, the part. There was no enemies, and I can go up to the relic and touch that relic right there. And basically, you finish the game right there. Almost the same thing. There's so many bad things about this game that's unbelievable. I mean, they could work on it and they could fix it, make it better. I mean, even if it's 4 days or 5 days, it's understandable. The Division, when it first came up, the Division had problems. No Man's Sky had problems. It still has a little bit of problems. But they're still working on it after 3 years. Cyberpunk has more problems, but you see a list of problems and patches that they have. There's so many things wrong with video games that no one understands. Just put it for a next gen. Just put Outriders for the next gen, and then do what Treyarch did with Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3. Picture that. Black Ops 3. What did they do? They made a PS4 version, and then 3 months later, they made a PS3 version. Look how crappy that was. That's what should be shown to make it look like you need a PS4. Am I right? I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It just makes people get forced over to get a PS5 instead of PS4. You make an old gen video game, make it all crappy, so then it makes, oh, look at this texture, look at this texture, look at this. Yeah, right. They could improve those textures real quick if they really wanted to. They want to put an old gen video game, they could. There's tons and tons of videos that people are like, oh, look at this is what it looked like. Like the other day, they tried to make, what was it, Controlled? What it would look like if it was on the PS1 still. People can they could fix everything and make it look good. And there's people out there that are like, oh, you can't say things bad about a video game and everything else. I don't give a crap if I say bad things about a video game or good things about a video game. I'm going to say what I'm saying. This game, I would say, is it worth $59.99? Is it worth $69.99? Is it worth $79.99? No. Wait for it's on sale. Wait until the servers are stability. Wait for multiplayer to be okay. Wait for all the crashes and patches. I would say about 4 patches. And it's kind of like the staple that. So that would be probably, if you're going to buy this game, I would say July or August of this year. I wouldn't say go out and rush out here and buy this game. I mean, yeah, it's a good game. Yeah, you want to get up there. But there is no loot drops that you can actually have it, and you have to actually have it for like a season. There's no Season 1. There's no Call of Duty Season 1. There's no Fortnite Season 1. It's there. Don't worry about the drops. Everyone's like, oh, you gotta get this game because you gotta rush out. Maybe there's a season to it. Maybe there's a season drop. I'd honestly say, just wait. You see how mad I'm getting towards the point, though? I will speak the truth when it says that, and you're like, well, this is what happens. And that's why I get a lot of followers and people that like what I say. Because I'll speak the truth when it comes down to these video games. I'm not one of the people, there is people that were actually like who I am. They will go out and speak their mind, and then all of a sudden they get paid for YouTube and everything else, and they're like, oh, this is a great game. I can't say anything mean because I'm under contract. I don't care about the contract. I don't care about anything that comes out of mine. I'm going to speak my mind, and that's what I'm here for. If I buy the game I play, that's a different thing. But it's not worth $59.99. It's not worth the money yet. I would say wait until it's on sale. Watch people stream it. See if the multiplayer is actually working better. And give it a couple days. Give it a couple times the patches and everything else. And if someone doesn't like this game, then, if you can go to like GameStop or something like that and buy it for a cheaper price on a disc, and you can sell it back to them, then you can do that. Are you even there, or did you leave? No, I'm talking to my stream too. I'm talking to my stream. I'm live streaming, right? I've been live streaming the whole time. Every time that we go live, every time we go play, I've been live streaming the whole time. I would say like I said, basically just wait until the patch comes out. Wait until stability of the servers. And if people hype up the game, it's because they got the game for free or they're under contract and they can't really force themselves saying that's the wrong thing. But this is a great game. Yeah, use my Ultra link right there. So yeah, no, not like that. I'm not like that whatsoever. I think I would really refuse it too. I like speaking my own mind when it comes down to even if they say, here, we'll give you a free copy to try it out, but you can't say anything mean about a game. You can't say anything mean about the game because we'll give it to you for free. No. No. I mean, therefore, even if someone said, well, this game's the greatest game, you could play everything you can, and it's not like The Division, it's not like, it's crammed. And what happens is, okay, there's always a big box store that's going to always try to take down another store. Just look what happened. Okay, there was Kmart's. And before that, there was Ames up here. And then there was Hills up here. And up in the north area of, USA, there's these smaller stores. And there's always a store that's going to take its place. And look what store is taking its place. It's Walmart, and look what Walmart's getting taken place down. Amazon. Amazon's going to mostly own everything when it comes down to that. Every store. Everything you're just going to say, buy Amazon, boom. TV, Amazon, boom. It's going to take out Best Buy. It's going to take out everything. There's always someone that's going to one-up someone. Always in life, someone's going to one-up someone. It's the jealousy part of it, and there's always someone that's always wants to rule the world. Just like that song. Everyone wants to rule the world, and that's what happens. There's no king as much as someone trying to take down the whole entire, But, like I'm saying, a game's going to smush everything that comes up. Like, this game has somewhat like a Destiny, somewhat like Gears of War, somewhat as like it has all that stuff. The Division, it has that stuff. You can see it right off the back. It's smushed. What did Call of Duty do? It's smushed. Borderlands, it's smushed all this other stuff into Call of Duty. I haven't played Call of Duty in the Cold War part, the Cold War. I haven't played that game since January. I think Cold War, it's Call of Duty is very, very lousy in their games. And they're all about that microtransactions. Still, there is microtransactions. And how did they get their loophole? The season pass. They're making money. You can buy stuff right out. You can buy the whole tear if you want on the season pass. They're like, here, we'll give you 25 tears if you pay for this. If you pay for this, they'll get money, and they'll still give you something. And there's loot boxes inside that loot tear. That's supply. And there's no RNG in it. It's just like, you bought this gun, that's what you got. I like that one dude. There was a YouTuber, I don't know if he's still around or has the video on it. He bought $2 million worth of loot crate on one video game. $2 million. And I'm like, why would you pay $2 million on loot crates? I think he bought it on it wasn't Call of Duty. I think it was on what's that called? What the hell is that game called? I have it. I know I have the game. But where the hell is it? Starts with the O. He bought it. I don't know how much he bought. I think it was like $2.3 million or something like that for loot boxes. It's actually I don't even know where it's at. I think I have a previous installed it. I'm checking to see where it's at. Bullet. No, not Bullet Storm. What's that called? They have a tank you have to follow it. It's one of them top tier. It's got even League on it. League, not League of Legends or anything. I thought I had it previously installed it. Not on here, on my Anthem. No, not Anthem. It was like Bloodborne. I mean, not Blood. What's that? Battleborn. It was something like that, but it wasn't that. Not BioShock. Crash. That was Crash got a lock on it. Hold on. A, B, C, C, C. I don't even know where it's at. A lot of my games are Like, right off the back. Weird. For Honor is like a dumb game too. Think about that. If you play For Honor, that's almost the same thing as what this game is like. Did you ever play For Honor? No? Well, For Honor is three people that have to run in there and kill every single, like, herds of people, herds of armies that come up there. And you have to plant flags. What do we do? Like, to save an area? We plant a flag, right? We kill hordes of zombies, right? Oh, a horde of people, not zombies. Horde of people. That's just like this. We gotta kill aliens or something like that. There's three people. It's always a game that's trying to always one up something. Hold on. I know how to find out what it is. It's always the very first games. It's being streamed all the time. Let's see. League of Legends, Fortnite, Counter-Strike, Ranked, Among Us, Tom Clancy, Apex, Chess, it's this stupid. FIFA 21, Rust, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Hearthstone, Overwatch. That's what it's called, Overwatch. I was talking about a kid that spent $2.5 million almost. It was like almost $2.5 million. He spent $2.3 million on loot crates in that game. It was on YouTube, and he spent all that money talking about transactions, talking about the microtransactions on Call of Duty and everything else. And if this game actually had microtransactions whenever it came out, then he would have raced out there to get it at $59.99, which would have made a lot of sense, which, you know, a lot of people would have ran out there and got the season pass. But there was no season pass to this game. And a lot of people think, I'm like, well, what's this, you know, when it comes down to, oh, should I buy this game? Should I buy this game? Should you recommend this game? Should you wait and everything else? Well, if you want to be a higher tier and you want to go in there and play, and you want to go in there and show off people that you've been playing this game for months and months and months, within months, when this game comes out to be, well, it might become free next year. But the difference is, when you get every legendary, there's not going to be any playability after that. When you know there's no legendaries drops, and you're getting the same thing over and over and over, it dies out. Almost the same thing as playing the Division 2. When you get the exotics, you can get like Sweet Dream, then you get another Sweet Dreams, then you get another Sweet Dreams, or the exotic go bag. You get sick and tired of seeing the same exotic over and over and over. That you get tired of it. You one up your gear set. That's what you try to do. You make yourself powerful, and it gets tired of it. Destiny 2 does it too, but it does it in tiers. What is it called? Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, which they get away from that as a season. Season 1, Season 2, Season 3. Same shit that happens. You gotta pay for that. That's microtransactions all through that game. How do they get away with it? Because they're not with Bungie anymore. It's free to play. Free to play games can get away with that. Just like Fortnite, they get away with it because it's free to play. If you want to play it, play it. But if you want this shirt, these pants, these jacket, you gotta pay for it. We'll put it in a bundle, and that's how we do it. That's how Call of Duty does it. They'll do tiers, but then they have a store which you go on the left-hand side, and you go in there, and there's a bundle. It'll be skip tiers. It'll be something stupid. That's what the season pass. Am I right? Am I right? That's a loophole. If you make it to where people are buying something, but still putting something with their season pass, that's a loophole. And even when you purchase something, when you hit that X button or that circle button on any of it, that's a clad or something to accept it, like you're opting into it. So even if you bought it, even if you say yes to it, you still bought it. You opted in, and you can't sue the company. You can't be sued because of that situation. Like, you can't go up there and say, yeah, I didn't know there's microtransactions, blah, blah, blah. It's almost like the same thing. If you go to the store and you bought, say you bought shampoo. If you say one out of 10 bottles were so defective that the shampoo was all like said, you know how some shampoos are white and it has a smell, or some shampoos have like a blue to it. It might have coloration to it, and that's very old. And it could be a brand new bottle, brand new set, but one of them bottles can be blue instead of having white in it. When you purchase something at the register, that's you're opting into it. When you get that receipt, you have 14 days to bring it back. That's opting out on it. After that 14 days, you keep that bottle. You can't take it back. You can't return it. It's like getting a sweater. You can't opt it in. Like, it's understandable. When you buy warranty, what is actually under warranty? What is actually under warranty? Say you bought a TV and it breaks because the screen inside, like the LCD or whatever it's called inside, the little light breaks. Is that repairable? No. You have to read the fine lines and fine print of everything. Little final details. What really consumes of being broke to them? Do your research before you buy something, or you do something like, well, this game or this product is bad, it's defective. And then you got people that, like, say on Amazon, you got reviews of people say, oh, I bought this TV, but the TV didn't turn on when I plugged it in. Well, there's going to be 3 different things that are going to be wrong with it. Going through packaging, that's one thing. Is it reliable? Did you pay for the insurance for the packaging? No. Then they don't have to pay for that. Okay. You can't send it back to them. If you go and get, what's that product, when you purchase a TV on, like any of them, Best Buy, Amazon, they ask, do you want it shipped? Do you insure on them? They're like, sure. 3-year warranty. So it's $50.99. But that doesn't guarantee that your TV is going to be fixed or it's going to be brand new. They might tell you to send it to them, and they'll send you one that's refurbished, that someone else actually broke or beat up or did something to it. It might even have a scratch. It might have a dent. It might have a little pixel, like, right there, broken. You're not going to get your TV back, though. The one that you actually purchased. Am I right? No. No, I'm just, like some people watch my videos. They come on here and they watch my videos on YouTube, on Twitch, and they come on here and they listen to what I'm saying. I do these long videos, long videos, and people don't understand well, this person should be a politic. No, I'm not a politic. I don't want to be a politic. No. Nope. Don't want to be anything like that. I just want to be the person that wants to speak someone's mind and tell us what it is. If someone's going to be like, I'll go and say to buy this game or not buy this game. Is it worth it? Not worth it. Is it worth to buy this product? Is it worth buying this product? Product reviewers or product people that actually get stuff for free are going to fib to you or lie to you. If they got a Bible and they swear to you right on the Bible, if they actually put their hand on the Bible and sit there and say, I swear on the Bible that this product's blah, 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 go out and buy it, you know. But that's a different thing. Even if I could understand, like, if you're going to say, well, this product's good, this product's great. I hate going to streams. And I will say this right off the back. I hate going to streams that people hype up a game because they got the game for free. They say, well, this game's great, or this DLC is great. Go purchase this game. Go do this. Here's my Ultra Link. And they get a commission out of that. I don't want to do that. I will never, ever stoop that low. Ever. You know, my Ultra Link would be like something like for Meals on Wheels or something, or help someone out in need. I don't need to get help. I don't need like that. I don't need Ultra Links to help. Like, oh, you purchased a game. Here's the Ultra Link for this. No. Help someone in need before anything else. That means helping someone that actually at the store, or if they need help doing something like crossing a street, helping them, you know, to knock on the door and say, hey, do you need food? Do you need something? Do you need me to run to the store? Do you need to, like, be nice to someone at least? I know, I dragged on from the wayside of the video game that I was talking about. If you wanna watch his video or watch his on like me live streaming, sometimes go to twitch.tv/DJ_Blue_eyes or youtube.com/DJ_Blue_eyes. You can see all the videos that I have. I have about 700, 800 videos of me talking about the whole situation, me giving out soul keys or other things, doing Call of Duty, IW. I didn't really play any other games. I have like 1,700 hours of me, but I only have 21 subscribers, but that's what I do. I like my subscribers, but then the difference is I love making content. I don't say, if you like and support my stream, if you like, I'm not like that either. Do you actually go in my video, watch my videos, and say, give me a subscribe, like? No, I don't go into forcing people. I just tell people my link. If they want to watch my video, watch my video. If you like my content, you like my content. That's it. I'm not going to sit there, ring the bell, get in the loop, notify, and everything else. I'm not one of the assholes that do that. I'm sorry, I'm not one of them people that do it. I'm not one of them people that will say, you know, honestly, you know, give me a ham or a bone or something like that when it comes down to that. Give me a like or dislike. I will honestly say, well, if this game is great, this game is bad. If I'm playing it, and I'm playing it because of the long run of it, then I'm enjoying it. But that's me enjoying the game. There's flaws of me disliking it. If you like the game, go ahead, play it. If you love the game, play it. If you see the gameplay and you like it, buy it. The guy that I was just playing with, he was hesitant to buy this game. And I told him, like, if you wanted to play this game, play the demo first. I didn't say, go out and buy this game. This game's great. Did I once say that to him? I don't know if you were there with me, right? Were you there with me? Because I think you were with me when Punisher was... I don't know. He might have not. I don't know. I can honestly say that right off to him. Like, anybody can actually talk to him. Did DJ Blue Eyes, when you asked to buy this game, did he force you to buy this game? I said, for me, I would have said, just wait. And I told him, play the demo and play it all the way through. And if you like the game, buy it. And I told him it might have a Gears of War. He's like, I don't like Gears of War. And I was like, yeah, I know, but it has like a certain vibe to it. It has different things that were bad to this game. And that's what happened. But he still bought the game. Why? Because I was more honest of saying like, well, this game is it. My dog's in the background crying the whole time. Like, everyone probably hears him, like, because he wants more attention to me. It's like, yeah, the dog needs more attention when it comes down. But I say honestly, in my final verdict of this game, if it goes on sale, set at $59, if it goes on sale for $39.99, and I'll say this right off the back, if it goes $20 or less after August, then it's a good deal. But that doesn't mean go out and buy it. The difference is, if someone says it's a good deal to buy it for $39.99 instead of $49.99, don't never buy it for $49.99. Don't buy it for $10. Buy it for $39.99. But this is a very 100% big but. If they improve the servers, the multiplayer is fixed, the server was lagging, the crashes weren't really happening, and you were getting flawless drops over and over and over. But I see this game what Anthem did. And what Anthem did is they didn't really keep up with any DLC. They didn't keep the community happy. They didn't bring stuff in to make people cheerful. They stopped whenever they made the yellow 80s. I don't know what they're called. I call them yellow 80s because that's what the gear set was called. You know, you go into those little ruins or whatever, cave areas, and you go in there and put the little chip things in there, and you're like, oh, I gotta get the yellow or legendaries or whatever you call it, epics. The game was great in the open world part of it. I think the strongholds, the seasonal strongholds, were actually fun to play with people. I just don't think the missions were actually fun to play because they weren't long enough. I've been bragging about this for an hour and 17 minutes now. An hour and 17 minutes. That's like a TV show right off the back. See, that's the different thing about me, Punisher. You never knew what I'm capable of doing. Like, see, you only met me probably about, what, 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? When I start streaming, I talk a lot. And I'll sit there and talk. And some people, like, hate it when I talk over time. And I'm sitting there talking, and I'm playing the Division sometimes. They'll sit there, who are you talking to? I'm like, I'm live streaming. Oh, can you shut up? So I have another video on there too, on my, and you gotta watch it. Like, it's so weird. Like, sometimes I go into the Division 2, and I'll get put into a game. And I got a video of me saying I got 3 exotics. And this girl's like, I'm on the leaderboards. I'm on first place in PvE. I said, I don't care about those leaderboards. I don't care about anything what you say about the leaderboards. Because they're all messed up. The leaderboards were so messed up, and they're still messed up. The Division 2's PvE leaderboards, the DPSs and everything else are so messed up because of 2 reasons. The glitches. The recent glitch that happened about 2 years ago, about 2 years ago, with the riot shield, and you get a sentry gun. You keep on popping a sentry gun. If you do it correctly and your hand twitches, You get the DPS from the gun, the sentry guns that they have at the control points. You go in, pop your shield, and then you try to hurry up and between that time, you go on the sentry gun, and you keep on doing it over and over and over. And people were doing that left and right. They do the legendary stuff, and then they went out. And this is the bad thing about what Ubisoft did. The wrong thing ever in your honest, guaranteed life of a video game developer in a game that doesn't really exist that much, you do not ban your people. You do not ban your user base. And that's the wrong thing to do. They ban, and this is the other thing about this whole thing about how they ban, back in the day, they actually banned everyone. And this is on Call of Duty IW. And this is another flaw that Call of Duty did. Call of Duty had a seasonal Christmas one. It was 20 keys in a thing. So one morning they gave us 20 keys in a bundle. So we go to a custom game. Inside the custom game, there was the store where the store was at. You kept on hitting X and X and X and just keep on opening over and over and over. People are doing that from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock after they shut it down. If you got caught doing it, you'll get banned. You got banned for 2 weeks. The wrong thing to do is do that as a user base, because all the people that actually know that you have a cheating device or a cheating anti-device, they will actually leave the game or delete the game because they do not like that stuff. Even because the PlayStation 5 has that stuff equipped on their system, you don't do that stuff. You just don't. I can understand you don't want cheaters in the game, but they're always going to be there, no matter how you see it. Even if it's crossplay, you're going to get away with it because the crossplay is there. You can go into your console, play as your console, and play on the PC. And then have an Xbox at the same amount, and play on the same servers, and get put in there. Which one's going to get banned? You can't do that because you have to ban the IP address. You have to ban the consoles, everything. And you can't do that because Brazil doing that too. Brazil banned like I think 5,000 consoles when they actually did the whole PlayStation Plus. What's it called? The PlayStation Plus collectibles or a collection? Yeah, the collection part of it. When you bought a PlayStation 5, there's a collection, and people were buying PlayStation 5 to give people the collection. They were selling it online. So I guess I heard in the area of Brazil, which I didn't do much of the research, that they were banning PlayStation 5, and they overturned that and changed that and fixed that, and they said you don't have the right to do that stuff. So I guess, I don't know, I never heard anything about that was going on. I never heard anything after that. But, hey, at least that happens. These people are like, my viewers are probably sitting there like, who's this person saying all this stuff? Wow, this information this person hasn't streamed in like 2 days, 3 days. Yeah. Punisher's probably falling asleep on me like, yeah. Right? Punisher? He left. This has Blades is still in here, right? It doesn't matter. I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at S Blades. I'm not mad at him. Like, yeah, I'm mad at you for kicking me out. I'm not mad at him. He's on. He's still on. I guess he didn't want to play anymore. S Blades is still on, right? I guess you guys are still playing together? Nah. Well, it says you have two people. He has two play people. Or is it just showing you guys being online and because I changed? You don't have them on? Let's see if we... Yeah. I'm... Game based in here. This player is already in the party. He's in the party. I don't know why. It says you're both in a party. I did. He's already here. I don't know if it's showing up. Like it's showing him as being in the party. Like it's grayed out on my screen. It says this player is already in the party, and then your name's grayed out and says this person's already in the party. Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know what's going on. You should get some sleep then. Well, that's what happens when you play a little bit. It takes about 16 to 17 hours. If you know how to play it correctly. If you know how to play it correctly. Okay. What? Mhm. Maybe when he sent you an invite, maybe he was asking you to play. He didn't send me an invite. Last message or last thing I got from him was 14 hours ago. And that was notifications. Him, that was... Where's the party at? And then you put 9 hours ago, I don't care, LOL. That's when I got all that stuff. But no, I don't got anything. I think maybe he's mad. I don't know. Well, it's not because of my internet. It's just I think it was just the server issues. That's why I was looking to see if it was actually that. See, Borderlands, I can go into a game without lagging. I can go in IW without lagging. With people, I think I know why. I think he was watching too much Bob's Burgers and he was getting mad because I know every episode it was. No, no, no. He was watching Bob's Burgers in the background. And I kept on saying, that's the episode of this and this is the episode of that. Earlier, he was watching an episode of them with the cup, and Gene was like, yeah, we gotta make a band, and they make... What? Yeah. Didn't I tell you guys that the other day, a couple hours ago? I said the gear set and everything's level 50. Roll tiers 15, level caps at 30, but the gear and everything else is level 50. They're doing the same thing as in Destiny. And that's another thing that I don't like about that. Destiny has light. You gotta get up the light source. And then you have to play the multiplayer to get higher. And that sucks. The Crucible, you have to play the Crucible, then you have to play the Gambit. And I don't like the, I don't know. Borderlands way, Borderlands, you have to get the OP11. And that's how you get to there. You just gotta get a higher gear set and higher level. And then you have to, there's no optimization like it is on the Division 2. When you re-roll it and get higher damage, then you go optimize it and you take all the reds off on it and you put all the reds on your guns. I seen this one dude had no color on it. He had all reds on his build. Johnny, thanks for the raid. I mean, thanks for the 3 viewers, but yeah, I didn't even know you were on. I didn't know you were on, Johnny. I know, I see Killer Raid. Killer Raid, man. Johnny Killer NYC plays, what was it? He plays Rocket Arena Rocket. I played there and there. You've been killing it for a couple hours. You didn't have the chair. Now I'm gonna have to really get you back again. Trust me. Come here. I'll get you back, Johnny. Trust me. Johnny plays Call of Duty IW. He played Cold War, got good at it, and then he just stopped playing it all of a sudden. Then he plays the other one. plays Rocket Arena. He stopped playing. He stopped playing Blackout. I never got into BR games. I couldn't never get into BR games. I couldn't get in Battle Royale games. I think Battle Royale games are customized for kids. I just never. I feel like that's what happens, like a BR game. I see most kids are like, I'll be back eventually. Well, I will be back eventually too, sometime. On Call of Duty. I'll be back on Call of Duty IW, handing out soul keys to people. IW, BO2, BO3, Cold War, yeah. I know you were. Trust me, I know that you play BO2 and IW, but you stopped playing because you like Rocket. Why don't you know about Black Out? Call of Duty. Why don't they just call it Battle Arena or something like that? Why didn't Call of Duty, why didn't he think about it? Why does it have to be blackout? Why? Why does it have to be colorized? Oh, too many hackers. Just, like Activision, Treyarch, and all them, they should be sued because of the coloration of it. Blackout. Why does it have to be blackout? Why does it have to be? Why don't you just call it a battle arena or an open world arena? Why does it have to be? I just don't understand it. Because that's the thing about video games. They don't think before they actually do things. Let's make a BR game. What can we name it, guys? What can we name it? Open World BR? Arena? We heard arena? Exactly. I'm telling people, like, come on, think before you make something. No, I would never say that either. Colorization is a situation that should be notified. It should be like towards a set, towards a point. I don't see color. I never ever seen color. Trust me. I might see a rainbow up in the clouds. That's the only color I see. The blue skies, the green grass. But on people, no. Even old televisions, when they actually made old televisions back in the day, what color was it? You turn on the screen, it was green. And then it got, well, I'm talking about like the 70s and 80s. When you turned on the screen, it was green. That's what color they said it was, green. It could be grassy green, it could have been teal green, it could have been something like that. But I never seen color. You could probably ask for people that are still, well, they moved on with their life, but I never seen color, never did. Trust me. I never, ever. I don't see, I could say this, okay, I never see, hold on. I never seen fat or skinny. I never called people like that. I never seen people like that. I didn't say, well, you can't be my friend because you're this or that. See how I'm going into a different subject? Even if I was talking about this game, talking about the microtransactions, seeing the whole, other game and everything else, and he was talking about, well, I was talking about Blackout and why does Treyarch and everything actually still get away with it? Why? Why? Why does Call of Duty, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2, Blackout, why did they get colorized? We need a change. I'm here. I mean, when it comes down to that, I'm here. I'm not sitting here, well, this. Yeah. That's the thing. If someone says, well, you see color on the screen, yeah, that's a color on the screen. That's colors on the screen. If you watch a movie, that's color on a screen. If you watch a game, that's a color on a screen. Therefore, I would have been like colorblind or something like that. That's a different situation. I know. Well, therefore, other situations could happen and guarantee to everything that's going on in the world. You gotta live life like it's one of a kind. You gotta make everything, every minute happy. And if you're not happy, then change it. And I always say that. And if you're depressed or anything like that, I would say seek medical conditions now. Or help. Talk to someone. Like, yeah! You by the point of the situation that actually happened by the time it's 6 o'clock already. Okay, stop. Up there. Up. You want to go get something to eat, buddy? If you talk to, I don't know if he's gonna, I don't know. If you talk to Blade before I do, I don't know if you ever do. I'm not mad, not angry, and I don't have a grudge. I don't have grudges on people. What? I know, but if he thinks I have a grudge against anything, I don't have no grudges. I could understand if I was lagging in like the point A to point B. If I was a host and I start lagging, that'd be a situation I have to deal with. If even if you were my friends on the list, I would be like, I'm testing something out. But then I would have closed up my application and came back in. But I just think he didn't want to play with me anymore. Therefore, I was telling you guys that a lot of people walk away from me. If you watch my previous videos, a lot of people actually sit there and they talk to me, and they're like, well, there's Mr. Toast. There was Mr. Toast someday. I helped him out, and then he came be my friend for a month, and then he started acting like a jerk to me, and then he's like, oh, and this and this and that. So then he blocked me. Yeah, and then I made a video on him on YouTube saying that, this is what he does. He comes in, and yeah, that's on YouTube right there. I used to talk to Al too. I don't even know where he's at. Talked to Zombie Warrior, but I haven't talked to him in 4, 6, almost the whole entire 2 years. Almost. No, it's about a year. I think March or May of last year is when I talked to Zombie Warrior. Pretty cool. It's like they talk to me and talk to me and talk to me, and it's like, yeah, they hang out with me, yay, they're cool like that. And it's like, oh, then I tell them my real age, and they're like, okay. This guy's old. He sounds like, just like that guy right there, he's like, you sound like you're 18 or 19 years old. Yeah, that's a different thing. I sound like I'm young, but I'm old. I used to get up and watch the Snorkels. I used to watch Jabberjaws. I used to watch Doomy the Doom Bug. Garnerfield, Heathcliff. If you don't know who Heathcliff is in Garnerfield, I mean, everyone knows Garnerfield, but Heathcliff was another cat. Oli, not Oli Poly, Oli. I think that's what his name was. Or Felix the cat, and what's that guy? That dog with the trench. He had a trench coat back in the day. I even watched Heathcliff. That's another cat, Heathcliff. There's like a lot of cartoons that used to be out there back in the day. Heathcliff, Garfield, Felix the cat. Back in the 70s, well, 75, 76, 77, Heathcliff, Garfield, all them cats were probably more popularized than anything else. And the cats, everyone was buying a cat up. I mean, I have a gray beard. That's how bad I am. That's how old. I have a gray beard. My hair is gray. I'm getting old as dirt. But I'm not old. I'm not old. I'm only 1 year younger than Johnny Killer NYC. I'll be turning pretty soon. He's probably about, say, 5, 6. He's probably about 5 or 6 months older than I am. Wait, no, he's about a year old. I think he just turned. I think he's a year and like a month older than I am. Something like that. Damn. Okay, it is 6:04 right now, buddy. 6:04. I did have a lot. I'm gonna definitely have to get Johnny Killer back. Definitely got to get him back. I owe him, what was it, 18, 3, and 4 bits? I'll do a whole, like, 100 bits right there, right off the back. I got him. I don't even have channel points in my stream. That's crazy. I don't even. One day they were there, my channel points are gone. Like they were there, and like they removed them. They're like, "Oh, we're sorry, you're not one of the users that gets them," because I think my user base on here, they come in, they fill towards the point that I give them the soul key that they have to follow me, and that's the difference. They'll come in, they'll sit there and say, "Oh, I followed you." Now you have to say, "Hello, hi, how you doing? What's going on?" "Yep, how was my day? How did you get good on this? How did you get really good on the IW?" And I don't. And then I say, well, it's not because I get good, it's because I ran it 10 to 20 times. If I go down, then I try it again, and I try it again. It's like the training wheels. You just keep them going and going and going. You take off the training wheels after 5. You get in there, dig in there deep and see what guns you actually like, and you go right in there and you kill the aliens. Or you go in there and kill the I forget. Like, I forget a lot of things that you have to do in that game because I haven't played it in like months now. But that's how it is. Now, I don't care if I get bad comments. I don't care if I have good comments. The difference is I get those comments that says something something dot something something like this. There's a guy that comes in and he writes his stupid little comments thinking that, oh, I gotta write this comment because I'm an idiot and I'm a jerk that I'm gonna have to actually say this over time. Or when I'm talking, someone will actually claim my video, and this is the funny situation. I'll sit here and talk just like I am right now. They'll claim my voice, and I'm like, I don't play music. I don't have music over top of that. Okay? So then I have to actually, this is what I do. I make 2 videos, the same video. I rename it at the same thing. And if that video gets claimed, I put that on top of the video and still have it. It still says it and everything else. YouTube never fixed it. It will say, like, if you upload it twice, then it'll say duplicate copy. But if you put it in private and you upload it twice, then YouTube won't say it's duplicate. Or what you do is edit the video for the last couple seconds, and you're good to go. That last 2 seconds, just all you gotta do is take off 2 seconds. And it's just perfectly fine. I had someone actually come into my videos, copy claim my videos. Like, come on, I'm just sitting here talking. What, are they trying to get revenue from my videos? No, it's not going to happen. I don't do that, and if someone's copywriting my stuff or going in and grab my stuff, I don't know. If I have a song on there, and this is the worst thing about DMCA. DMCA or copyright the infringement situation. If I like that artist, and this is the situation that I could say, if I love the artist and I support the artist, I want the artist to get money from me. If people are watching my video and they listen to the song and they go, oh, I love that song, it makes them more money. I support those people. I like them people. I like the artists that have like even the '80s songs. I know they're billionaires. I know they're millionaires, but I recall on them too. I like them. I mean, but there's artists out there that I enjoy watching, listening to. Like his name's D Wig. I don't know if you actually say his name correctly. The artist's name is called DWIG. Listen to his songs. It's chill music with a little bit of beat. It's chill. It's really good. It's not like a. There's this one girl she's a DJ, Coven. She was on UFK or whatever UKF music. She was on there the other day, but I listened to her all the time when she was mixing up live back in 2017. I could pray. There is what's his name? What's his Madden? I forget what his name is now. Frag FRAG Madden. He's a really good artist too. There's like a lot of artists that I wish I could have on my video, my YouTube video in the background, and not get copyrighted claimed. Like where I have to mute the stream or mute them because of that. I'd rather have the music play. And that's the law that needs to be passed. And why does we have laws that force the laws towards that way? Why? Because what, Sony and BMG Music and Sony corporations and everything else have to hold a profit of it? Therefore, there should be a law just like what they did with Destiny and Bungie. They moved away and then they made their own separation of the game. I think Taylor Swift did it to her songs. Moved away to everything else. Made her famous, boom. That's what happens. The downfall of that is you're not going to have a label, a record label, holding you back. Like if you sell 54,000 titles, but though you have 2.5 million CDs, you can't distribute so many CDs out there. I can understand that. I call them CDs, downloadable content on like any platform. CDs died whenever Napster kind of died out too, because of what happened. Everyone was downloading CDs, ripping them, because that was Microsoft that did that. Not anything like that. You can rip a CD right off before Microsoft made Windows Media Player and everything else. You can just go on there and put the CD in there and grab it and put it on there. But that was a whole nother story. You can go into DOS and type in C // blah 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 C D blah 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 and copy all. And it'll copy all the tracks in the DOS area. But if you want to get the WAV file or MP3, that's what started it. Well, if you downloaded it from, if you grabbed it from the Windows, it was WAV, because no one knew about MP3. It was like the latest technology when the MP3s came out in 97? Do your story right. Do your right. Does the story. Get all the information out there. Then you got to think about that. Yeah, I could have went to school. I could have went to school for computers. Yeah, I could have went to computer school and did programming. I could do everything on a computer. I had technical schools coming up to me and asking me if they wanted me to go into. They even came to my house knocking on the door. Every day I would have a technical school come up to me and say, "Hey, can you come to our school? We need you." I'd probably make a couple $1 million on doing all that stuff. I could. The wrong thing about me is kind of like, okay, I should have done it, should have did it, should have, the reason why I had always technical schools or technical people come up to me and say, "Hey, did we need you?" is because our school district, and this is the honest truth. Our school district had people go in there, and they'll bring back their floppy disk. And this was way back. This was back when Gateway computers, Gateway 2000s, and Gateway, all those computers were around. I don't even know if they were around in the 90s, like 2000s. But when Gateway came out with their computers and Dell came out with their computers and all that, we had all these computer labs. So we were moving from the Apple green computers to the new customization computers where it was all Gateway computers. And people would go in and put their floppies in and download games or put their games on there and put them like California Dreams or whatever it's called. California Cruising is a game that you'd put on a floppy disk, come back, go into a game. It automatically put a virus in it. Okay, start the games would play for a couple times and then they will start crashing computers. Or the hard drives would spin out and go crazy. Back then, not that many people would know. So there was a guy. His name's I'll just say his name's Curtis. He was a computer tech person at our school. He would go in there, fix the computers and everything else. He didn't know anything about a computer. He didn't know anything about a computer. He was the one guy that would look at the computer and say, "It might be your hard drive. You just need a new computer." Or it might be your CPU. "Well, we'll just change it out. Give us a couple $1,000. We'll get you a CPU." Nah, not how I roll. When I rolled into a computer lab and I heard something like a tink 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 or a bing bing bing, I know what was the problem. That's how I was. As soon as I fixed, I think in one day in my school, I fixed about 22 computers with them not spending one dime. The guidance counselor was like, "I'm recommending you to all these places." I was like, "Go ahead." And they all came around and they were like, "Here." I think I formatted all the computers. I ran Windows. There wasn't that much of diagnostic testing and everything else. That was before Geek Squad came out. So, think about it. Well, they did spend a little bit of money there and there, but it wasn't like the hefty, like $400 to $500 to get a technical person in there. It was telling them like, "Oh, you can build this or this." If it was a hard drive failure, then I would take the hard drive out of the computer and actually see if it was actually a hard drive failure, and then then if say one of the computers had a CPU but the hard drive was messed up, I'd take the hard drive out of there or take the CPU out of there or something like that. I would switch out and yeah, it would be like a bundle of 20. But out of 20 computers, 5 of them wouldn't work. Or something like that. The power supplies and everything else. And that's how it would be. And Punisher's like, "Wait, what?" That's like a lot of like a whole bunch of stuff. I've been talking for how long? been live for an hour and 42 minutes. So, I could have went to school. I could have went to college. I could have went to done something like that. I could have done something with my life when it comes down to that. Making billions and billions and billions of dollars. He's like, yeah, you know, you're tech savvy and all that other stuff. But that's the one thing I didn't do. I didn't go to college. I know what I'm doing. I know when I'm repairing the computer, I know exactly what I'm doing. I know every little technical thing about a computer. Are you still there, Punisher? Punisher? I guess he left. Or he fell asleep. Yeah, Punisher. Punisher fell asleep, I think. Stop! Okay. I'll be back in a little bit. I gotta do a couple more things now.